Good evening and welcome to the Business Day. I'm Andrea Chisholm. Pressure is brewing in Jamaica's coffee industry. With the 10% tariff imposed by the United States, rising oil prices and the aftermath of Hurricane Melissa, exports have already declined. Industry leaders are now urging the government to fast-track recovery efforts. Deidre Thomas reports.
$1 billion in losses post-Hurricane Melissa.
We lost 100,000 boxes as a result of Melissa, and that equates to $1 billion. 100,000 boxes at farm gate price. Hurricane Beryl, and 3 years, the cumulative loss was about $2.5 billion. So this really has affected the Jamaican coffee industry.
And now, at 10% in tariffs, Jamaica's coffee industry is facing mounting pressure as the recently imposed tariff by the United States government threatens to further erode demand for the country's premium exports. President of the Jamaica Coffee Exporters Association, Dr. Norman Grant, says coffee exporters have been forced into new negotiations, splitting the costs of their premium Blue Mountain coffee by as much as 5%.
In the USA, they are starting to buy less because 10% of the price of Jamaica Blue Mountain coffee is the price that you pay for commodity coffee. For example, 10% of $30 is $3, and you can get coffee on the world market for $3. So when you impose a 10% tariff on the Blue Mountain, there are coffee roasters are wondering, should I switch from premium coffee?
Compounding the issue are rising global oil prices and geopolitical tensions in the Middle East.
The increase in the price of oil is going to increase your cost of production. So that is one area that concerns us. And the second area is that your shipping logistics. We ship a lot of coffee to Asia. We're also expanding to the Middle East as well. So we have to play a wait and see.
These overlapping pressures have created what industry players describe as an uncertain and volatile trading environment.
What we are going to be engaging in is looking to increase our production of coffee and to see how we can focus on other markets, the Caribbean, North American market. And as we engage our players in Asia, for example, China, Japan, Korea.
Of note, in 2020, Jamaica earned $18.4 million in coffee exports. In 2021, $20.8 million. In 2022, over $24 million. In 2023 and 2024, over $25.2 million. And in 2025, over $16 million. So far this year, Dr. Grant says the coffee crop is already on the decline. He says the most recent statistics show Jamaica has reaped approximately 120 boxes of Jamaican Blue Mountain coffee compared to 200,000 boxes at the same time last year. Dr. Grant is urging the government to scale up support for recovery and resilience as coffee remains one of Jamaica's largest export crop.
We got a commitment from the ministry of $120 million in fertilizer inputs, chemicals and seedlings, and so far we have received 35 million out of the 120 million. Now the budget has been read, we are urging the minister to give us a second tranche, that is both the minister and JACRA.
Deidre Thomas, TVJ News.
Petrol prices are going up again tomorrow. Each liter of 87 and 90 gasoline will be increased by $4.50. This is the third consecutive week that fuel prices have been increased. In the last 3 weeks, 87 and 90 gasoline have been increased by $13.50 per liter. Automotive diesel and ultra-low sulfur diesel will also be increased by $4.50 effective tomorrow. Kerosene will also move up by $4.50, while the cost of propane and butane will increase by $3.06. To the stock market now. The JSE index declined by 593 points today, while the junior market index declined by 11 points. The winners include ISP Finance Services, First Rock Real Estate Investments, 138 Student Living Jamaica, Medical Disposables and Supplies, and Kingston Properties. The losers include General Accident Insurance Company, AMG Packaging and Paper Company, AS Barden and Sons Holdings, Sterling Investments US dollar shares, and Lasco Financial Services. 17 stocks traded firm. Foreign exchange trading ended with banks and cambios selling the US dollar for an average $158.54. The Canadian dollar is being sold for $117.16. The pound is going for $210.58, while the euro is selling for an average $183.07. And that's it for the Business Day. I'm Andrea Chisholm. Good evening.